when are Harlow going to get a new hospital, and where is the money coming from?
Well, the money can only come from a strong economy, from Theresa May negotiating a good Brexit deal, which means that the Chancellor of the Exchequer has the money to invest. But what I will say is that no one has fought harder for a new hospital for Harlow than Robert Halfon. He's got me to come and visit the hospital now for the third time. I've seen for myself the need for a new hospital. I recognise that the current estates are in a very bad state and we need to do something about it, and it will be a high priority for a future Conservative government if we win on the 8th of June.
When could Harlow see a new hospital?
Well, I think it is something that needs to happen sooner rather than later, but I don't want to make a commitment at this stage, just to say that I recognise the need and no one has fought harder for it than Robert Halfon.
Yes,
Last
can I
question.
take one more question? I understand you've been to visit the obstetrics and maternity unit today, which is outstanding and well known for it in the east of England, but the rest of the hospital is in special measures. Now, how can you adjust that, and what are you going to do to stop hospitals like Harlow getting into special measures?
Well, I'm the person who introduced the special measures regime precisely to make sure that when hospitals run into difficulty, the NHS focuses on sorting out the problem quickly, which is what didn't happen with mid-staffs that happened under the previous Labour government. We're not in the business of putting these problems under the carpet. What you see is fantastically motivated staff doing a brilliant job to turn things around, not just in the obstetrics department but across the hospital, and I was incredibly impressed by the people I met.
By having Jeremy Hunt here at Harlow today?
Well, it's an incredibly important visit. I've brought Jeremy Hunt here now 3 times to Princess Alexandra Hospital over the past few years, as well as the hospital minister. We desperately need a new hospital in Harlow. I've been working very hard to try and campaign for that hospital because the hospital has ageing infrastructure. We have the highest, amongst the highest A&E use and then anywhere in England. So we need that investment, we need the resources, and we need a new hospital.
How safe do you actually think the NHS is under Jeremy Hunt?
I think the government investing up to 10 billion extra in the NHS over the next few years. We have now something like 15,000 extra nurses across the country, 6,000 extra doctors. What's more important, in our local hospital, we have an outstanding maternity unit. Yes, it's had some difficulties, some incredibly professional staff. We've got 27 new doctors over the past few years, 35 new nurses, and a big increase in investment in the West Essex Primary Care Group, the CCG, of about over 6.3%. So
there is an incredible shortage of staff in the east of England. If we build a better and bigger hospital, how are we going to staff it?
Well, we have a big problem, particularly in Harlow, because of the London waiting. So if nurses and doctors and consultants work in London, they have a bigger London waiting. Having said that, as I say, we've got a lot of new nurses in the Princess Alexandra Hospital, something like over 27 new doctors, 35 new nurses, and the government are doing a lot of work to try and train over 40,000 nurses over the coming years.
Do you think that a future Tory government will increase taxes to help the NHS?
Well, let's wait till the manifesto, and the Prime Minister said there's no plan to increase taxes. Actually, if you have a strong economy and strong businesses, and it means that the government get more revenues anyway, and the government are investing that money that we need in the NHS with an extra £10 billion over the coming years. And as I say, we've had, even with the difficulties in the economy, some 15,000 extra nurses in our NHS and over 6,000